back at you with another one. And I've got this in here. There's a couple stories that go together. It's some more of that high strangeness type stuff. So I hope y'all enjoy it. Uh, in July of 1983, on the North Carolina side of Carvers Gap in Roan Mountain State Park, two people vanished. Different times, only to reappear days later, leaving us with more questions than answers. Now, before I go any further, y'all know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Okay? On July 2nd, 1983, 8-year-old Michael Reel walked away from his mother to get water and vanished into thin air. What followed was a 7-day search by local police, park rangers, and 149 Green Berets out of Fort Bragg, Kentucky. Now, I thought these guys didn't get involved, but the more of these stories that I read and the more that I dig in this information, the more I find these guys, that they're there. Just like FBI doesn't get involved, but they're there. The boy was found later, 2.5 miles away from where he had vanished, in an area that had already been searched. The story of his time missing still baffles researchers. On July 10th, after being rescued, he recalled some truly bizarre events that happened to him during the time he was missing. He said that he had spent half the week with his grandfather in a cabin in the forest. He said his grandfather had acted a little odd, but kept him entertained with a television. Michael wasn't malnourished, and the boy explained that his grandfather had cooked for him once. His mother, physician, and park rangers were confused. Michael's grandfather had passed away before he had been born, and no cabins had ever existed in the forest near where Michael had disappeared. Had Michael slipped into another dimension where the cabin existed? What was the entity that looked exactly like his grandfather but didn't know that small children need food more than once over a 7-day period? Everyone was so happy that Michael was found safe that these questions are still unanswered. 7 days later, 20-year-old Larry Davenport went missing in the same area as Michael, and 3 days later walked up to the door of a house 8 miles down the mountain only wearing a curtain and in a state of confusion. Larry was sitting at a picnic table with his friends and for some reason stood up and walked into the forest. His friends became concerned hours later when he hadn't returned. Again, a large-scale search was launched to find the young man. After showing up at the door of a couple living down the mountain, he was brought to Spruce Pine Community Hospital, the same hospital where Michael Reel had been seen a week earlier. There, Larry displayed some strange behavior and was described as being in some sort of delirium. He was relatively healthy, but was only able to tell the doctor and police that he had found himself at the unused house on the couple's property where he had wrapped himself in the curtain. He didn't know how he had lost his clothes. With head injury, drug abuse, and infections ruled out, Larry was released and quickly recovered. The physician suggested acute brain syndrome as a reason for his memory loss and confusion. However, this syndrome is caused by the very things that were ruled out. A better diagnosis would have been a brief psychotic episode, but Larry hadn't seemed to lose touch with reality. These cases make up only a fraction of the documented high strangenesses that Dave Paulides covers in his Missing 411 book series. Michael and Larry experiences are similar to hundreds of others who return from being missing in forests. Why do you think that small children often say that they had been taken care of by a mysterious person or human-like animal during parts of the time that they were missing? Do you think that there's some reason why people return in a state of confusion? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Thank you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. See you.